Okay, boys and girls, we're ready to do the second part of our monster. What I usually do when I'm getting ready to paint is I put a kind of messy mat down on my desk so that I don't make a big mess of things. So if you have something you can put underneath, that would really help, and I'm sure Mom would be really happy too, or Grandma, or whichever house you're doing this in. So let's begin. You need your watercolors and your paintbrush, and you need some water for your watercolors and something to wipe your brush off, like a sponge, or this is a folded paper towel. And we're going to begin. Now remember, I hope you pressed really hard on your crayon because that's going to make a difference. So remember, with watercolors, let me put them on the other side. See, I'm a lefty and I'm used to working on that side. There we go. Remember, watercolors start off by putting some clean water in each color. And yes, it'll be okay if you want to use black or brown for this too. If you have one of those watercolor trays with lots of colors, that'd be okay too. Remember, watercolors, use water with the color. You don't want it to be thick and gooey. You want sort of softer, watery colors. So we give it a gentle little rub, hold the brush, and gently with the tip, rub it around to make paint. And now we're ready to just paint in the first section. And the crayon acts like a little fence to hold the colors in. Add a little more water, paint, and keep on going till you finish. It's okay if it goes over a little bit. We don't have to worry about being so perfect with this. We're painting. It's fun. There we go. There we go. My first color. See how I filled in that whole section. Now my next color, maybe I want, let's see, some green. No, I'll do some yellow. Remember, water, a little paint, and you start to paint. Now if you like a color, you can use it again in another area. Nobody says you can't repeat a color. See? And you just go across the whole thing. I'm going to sort of rush it a little bit. And then your next one, maybe a little blue. Remember, you don't want really dark, thick colors. You want to be able to see through a little bit. And you go all across. I'm going to just imagine I went all the way across. And let's see, some orange. Maybe I'll put the orange down here. Okay, boys and girls? So you do this and you paint all of it in, all the way across. Each one of these sections you paint all the way across until you're finished, and then you let it dry. It has to be dry before you do the next part. You know, even though I'm stopping here, you're going to paint all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Each one of these sections is a different color, and you can repeat. If I want to do yellow here again, certainly I can. When you're all done and it's dry, we're ready for the next step. All right? The next step, boys and girls, is to get your, remember I told you you needed some scraps of white paper and some scraps of black paper? All right, I'll show you why. We have to make the mouth and we have to make the eyes. So here we are. Mine is all dry. Yours will be too. You need something round to make the eyes. They're pretty big eyes. That's what makes it fun. I figured this part of I could also use that part. I thought that might be too small. So I did this, and I found a piece of scrap paper that I wasn't even using for anything. Now I'm using it. All right, get your pencil and trace around the cup. You can have 2 or 3 eyes. Now, if you want to make 2, if you fold the paper first and you trace it one time, then you cut it out and you have two eyes. See that? Fold the paper, cut one time, and you automatically have two eyes. There we go. They don't have to be perfectly round either. If you make a little mistake, that's fine. I have two eyes. All right. If I wanted another eye, I could trace and do it again. So we've got the eyes. Now our eyes need, remember that black crayon I told you you'd need? Inside the eye, let's make the black pupil of our eye. That's the inside part of our eye. You can make it as big as you like. There we go. Don't forget to press hard on the crayon. There we go. There's two eyes. Now we can glue those eyes down. You can use a glue stick or regular glue. Sometimes I like a glue stick because it's fast, but it doesn't always stick so well. So be pretty generous with the glue. There's one eye, then my second eye. There we go. My second eye. I think that looks cool, but I do want to tell you, boys and girls, that I put 3 eyes on mine. So I made another one. I've got a 3-eyed monster. Now we need to make the mouth. You take your scrap paper and you draw a big letter U. You can use the pencil, you'll see it. The big letter U. It's very wide. And then you cut it out. Looks sort of like a half of a slice of melon or a slice of watermelon. There we go. This is going to be the mouth, but we need teeth. So those scraps of white paper that you had, here we go. Remember, I always say hang on to your scraps because you may need them for another project. We're going to cut out a bunch of triangles. You can make more than you think. Snip, 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 snip. Some bigger ones, some smaller ones, some bigger ones, some smaller ones. You don't have to use all of them, but it gives you a choice of which ones you want to use. There, I have a whole bunch. Now, let's glue the mouth down. All right, let's get some glue stick on there. There we go. And we'll glue. We can put the mouth on straight or you can tilt it however you want. There. Now, we're going to put the teeth in. The top teeth go down. There we go. And the bottom teeth go up. You can have, this guy looks like he needs to go to the dentist, I think. Yeah, I don't know. He looks like he could go to the dentist. And you glue these down. As many as you would like. If you only want a couple, you can glue a couple. If you want a lot, you can glue a lot. And they don't all have to be the same size. Okay, there. I'm not going to take time to glue them down, but just to show you. And there you are. I think that looks pretty cute. There's your monster that was created by dividing him into sections with different kinds of lines and then using watercolor paints. I'll see you for the next project, boys and girls. Don't forget to take a picture, send it to my email, put your name in the email so I know who did this, and let me see your beautiful artwork. Bye, boys and girls.